It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie. Stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance.
It's the Bengals and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them is going to back down from this challenge.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility.
Joe run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase. To the 32. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 6 catches, 114 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be #1 in everything they do, but league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get first?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit Corey Littleton blowing that play up. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Panthers ready to go here as they take the field on offense, led by a 3rd-round rookie out of Mississippi, Matt Corral.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Play action, Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down. Here's Corral with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Panthers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work. It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Off play action. Here's Corral. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack. Corral. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. Called.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Corral looking to throw. This is caught. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On the play fake. Corral. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Corral on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Down inside the 10. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins. And the Bengals have moved out in front.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to a back. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down. Corral, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Corral. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A final shot before the half for Corral. And it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Marcus Mariota having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All Trey Hendrickson did in his first season in Cincinnati was set the team's new single-season record with 14 sacks. In his last 2 seasons, 1 in New Orleans, he's become one of the best in the league.
On third down, Corral. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11, mighty.
Mixing up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 14 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Corral with it. 1st down here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Corral. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, here's Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
12.
Again, it's Mixon. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
11 Thomas. 11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bengals, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.